Jonesboro, this is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Summer sunshine today with temperatures around 90, a northeast wind 5 to 10. Mostly clear overnight, 70 to 75. Light breeze is expected. And light breeze is expected Tuesday. It'll be partly sunny. A 20-30% chance of a shower thunderstorm. Highs around 90 Tuesday. And it'll stay around 90-92 on Wednesday. Partly sunny. Spotty showers and thunderstorms. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Natalie Powell. In an unprecedented move, the Indian government looks set to scrap long-standing guarantees in Indian-administered Kashmir. Tourists have been told to leave the Muslim-majority state through fear of unrest. US President Donald Trump has condemned 2 deadly mass shooting attacks that took place over the weekend. And South Korea and the United States are launching joint military exercises on the Korean peninsula.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Jones, and my special guests today are from the NAACP. It's the first Monday of the month, so we're here to talk about updates in the upcoming event. So I want to say good morning to Miss Lisa, Miss Lachey, thank you, Miss Ellen. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right, so we're just going to get right on down to business. So we want to talk about, and please forgive me, I don't know the name of the committee, the official name, but there's a committee that has been formed. For many who may or may not know, the NAACP has been working hard on getting a street renamed in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And so, due to things that happened in the city council, the mayor decided, or whoever decided, okay, let's form a special committee to make a decision, toss around ideas. All right, so the committee's been formed. There's been 2 meetings so far, and the meetings are public, so if anyone would like to attend, you're welcome. But there have been some live stream videos for those who can't attend. And again, if you missed those, we're going to talk about some updates of what's been discussed. Are you any closer to any resolutions? What are some ideas that have been thrown on the table? You know, just give us the ins and outs of all the things that can be made public. So whoever would like to go.
So I really appreciate your question. I appreciate how you characterized it, because when I joined the Unity Coalition, that's the name of I love the name.
Okay.
It's so aspirational. When I joined that or applied to be on that and that committee, I believed that we were discussing the renaming of a street.
Okay.
And I am still hopeful and determined that is our goal. Dr. Charles Coleman, City Council member, who is chairing the committee and is, local friend of the NAACP, wonderful, wonderful man, has proposed the renaming of part of a bike and hike trail. A couple of different options for that bike and hike trail throughout the city. To rename that after Dr. King, the Dr. Martin Luther King Freedom Trail.
Okay.
And to place along that trail some placards with quotes about Dr. King. I think they're thinking 16 to 20 quotes that could be underwritten by members of the community who wanted to put their name on a placard, and it's a beautiful idea, and I love it. I am supporting it. I personally, as a member of the committee, have not been persuaded that is the way to go without a street also being renamed.
Okay.
So while there has been pushback for Johnson, which I went into this Unity Coalition believing that Johnson was on the table, and I still believe that it is. We had confirmation at the end of the last meeting that nothing has been taken off the table. I've since gone back and done some research on the renaming of Stadium Boulevard to Red Wolf Boulevard. And it appears to me that there was some opposition, actually some even organized opposition, because they had created a street, Stadium Boulevard kind of association when they were trying to get the medians removed from Stadium Boulevard. So that association had members who came together, and it seemed to me, through the person of Clifford Toney, with one voice, stated that they were opposed to the renaming. That seemed to go through without much incident. So, and that was post the city having passed their resolution about renaming, which seems to have coincided with, I could be wrong about that, so I don't want to state it if I'm wrong. The last time the NAACP tried to rename a street in the city, was that 2010, 2009?
It's about 10 years ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago. Well, in 2008, these resolutions were passed by the city. And the resolutions focus on either renaming something, not even renaming, naming something new. So it has to be a new city street, or a part of the bypass that goes around the city. That's what the resolutions say. Now, understand, resolutions are nothing more than aspirational. They're not law. They are not binding. As we saw when they renamed Stadium Boulevard for Red Wolf Boulevard in 2013, which was after the resolution. So, I am very hopeful. I think there are some excellent people on this coalition, and people seem to feel empowered to speak their mind about what is going on. I think if anybody saw the video or was at the meeting, they heard me speak my mind. And we even had a few people in the community, or particularly at the table, I think, who heard me call them racist. And I want to speak to that because I believe that we are all steeped in a system that is racist. And because of that, it is difficult for any of us to be in this system and not be untainted by the system. So I believe we all have an element of that in us. I mean, I watch Wanda Sykes. I mean, I know that there are African American people who look at white people as, crazy, and vice versa. And that is not the problem. The problem is we can't admit it to one another. We can't try to learn from one another. We're so afraid of that word, and we're so afraid. And I think I've gone too far afield. I'm sorry. Let's come back. I'm sorry. I told Miss Emma I really did not need to be on the show today. So, okay, I've gone too far afield.
Oh, I would just say this, and everyone knows it's stated in our legal ID that, thoughts and opinions expressed are those of the guests and not of KLK.
Or the NAACP.
So
or the
you're
NAACP.
free to express yourself. We just don't take a stand one
You're
way
right.
or the other.
I understand that.
I will say this from my Kwabila's perspective: there are conversations that need to be had that are not just in the city but across the nation.
Absolutely.
And until we start having those conversations wholeheartedly, honestly, we're never going to fix anything.
That's right.
So
That's right.
That's my soapbox moment.
That's right. And I believe those conversations are healthy. And that is Lisa speaking. That's not the NAACP. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, Miss Emma.
So on another day at another time, we'll have that conversation.
Yes. I've got some ideas about how we could have it.
I want to say good morning to a few people: Dr. Sharice Jones-Prince, Mrs. Shanquetta Cunningham, Bethany Hill, Mrs. Latasha Pye. Thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, concerning anything NAACP related, the street naming, the committee, please feel free to drop your comments or questions in the Facebook Live feed, or give us a call in the studio, 870-277-1080. All right. And if you would like to remain anonymous, you can inbox me through Facebook or text me. So I'll be happy to read your comment on the air if you like. All right, so moving along. So at this point, you're kind of at a standstill as to what's going to happen.
Well, we have received this week an agenda that includes anyone who wants to make a proposal needs to do so. Every Unity Coalition member can make a proposal. They are limited to 2, and they need to be provided by noon tomorrow.
Okay.
And I know that that we have some street renaming proposals that will come forward.
Okay.
And then there is a process by which we will apparently rank all the ideas and go from there. So I really, really, really encourage that you be in the room. Come out. If you are, there is an opportunity after the committee conducts its business for members of the public to speak their mind.
Okay.
And we've had plenty of that, both meetings. So people have been brave and they've stood up and they've said what they need to say on both sides of the issue.
Okay.
And that's important. Until we surface this, we're not going to make any progress.
And when is the next meeting?
It is Wednesday at 5:30 in the boardroom of it's a board.
It's a conference room on the first floor.
Yeah, Wednesday, August 7th at 5:30, the first floor conference room of City Hall. That's the building, Huntington and Church.
Let's say if you were coming in off the front side, it would be the first meeting room to your left.
Except that they lock that door pretty early, so go ahead and park in the back of the building on the other side and go in that door. You would think would be the back door to the city council.
Okay.
And then go all the way up to the front, and the boardroom the conference room is on the right.
All right, so Wednesday, August 7th, 5:30 p.m.
Yes.
All right. Make sure to put that information in the feed so if anyone is watching want to take notes. All right, and so when is the final day, I guess, for a decision to be made?
Well, I think our committee is to have made its decision and recommendation to the mayor by September 10th.
September 10th, okay. And then from there, does it go back to city council, or whatever decision is made at that time is what stands?
I honestly am not sure the process at that point.
Okay.
I believe whatever happened would probably have to go back to city council.
All right, and again, we want to remind everyone these meetings are public, so please feel free to go out so that you can hear for yourself what is happening, what is being said, and you can voice your opinion. And as Miss Emma always states, prepare something in advance and be intelligent and, I don't want to say cordial, but cordial, intelligent, with whatever you have to say so that your voice is heard and, yeah.
Yes, and I would like to speak to that because I think I have really good experience, and it's called physician heal thyself. If you can at all, check your emotion at the door. I think I proved that's not always possible at the last meeting, but I do encourage it because it's not helpful. It's really not.
Okay. I'm going to ask one more question. We're going to transition. Of course, we know there's a lot of opposition. And one comment that I've seen that kind of...
a lot of opposition?
Opposition. And then there's a comment, like, I read the comments and things. I don't share, I don't get too involved, but I read things just for my personal knowledge. And so comments that have stuck out to me have been, in most cities where there's street is named after MLK, there's usually in certain neighborhoods the crime is this, that, and whatever. So if the street is approved, name is approved, and we know what potentially happens on the north side of town, are there plans, a contingency plan in place to say, okay, we get the street name, here's how we can increase the quality of life or just increase the morale of the people that live in that area?
It's funny you should ask that. And when I heard the name Unity Coalition, I really hoped that we were looking, and I'm still hopeful, that we can persuade the mayor that there needs to be a group of people going forward who really focus in that way, because it's not true that in every place where there's an MLK Boulevard that the neighborhood is marginalized or is in some way not a thriving area. And I think that's dependent upon the entire community to make sure that does not happen. Okay. That you focus on honoring Dr. King in the way that he deserves to be honored, and that in doing so you make sure that that is an area that has all the resources and support. And I don't mean throwing a lot of money. I mean that people who have businesses and are in and around that area feel supported by the community at large, and that their voices are heard, and that they're at the table. I recently heard the best quote in the world: if you're not at the table, chances are you're on the menu. People need to be at the table. Yes. And we need to do better about that in Jonesboro, I think. That's my opinion. So I'm hoping that this Unity Coalition will live up to its name and become more than it currently is.
Okay. And then hopefully we'll transition in another day, because NJ and I is re-emerging, and so hopefully that'll be a conversation that we can have with NJ and I members about how to increase morale and quality of life for individuals. So we'll have that discussion later, so you have to tune in for that. We have a comment. Reverend Dr. Greg Oda says good morning.
Good morning,
hello,
Reverend Oda.
Ms. Dominique Phillips. And Ms. Deborah Rochelle says hello, ladies.
Good morning,
and then Dr. Sharice Jones-Branch says, I mean, it is true in Fayetteville, Arkansas, so I'm guessing they have, wherever their street is named, it's a nice neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay. And she also says, how do we change the atmosphere in Jonesboro so people feel safe coming to the table? That's a great question.
Well, that is an outstanding question, and I do believe that I don't have that answer, and she knows that because she's way smarter than I am.
She's probably.
But I will give an opinion. I know she probably already knows the answer. Just go ahead and type it. But she, what I believe is that everybody needs to feel safe to use their voice in whatever way they feel they need to use it, as long as they are respectful with their language and factual in their presentation. And I don't believe we have that in the room. I realized after the last meeting we did not have that even at around the Unity Coalition table. And I'm not sure we have it on the City Council. I'm not sure that there's the ability to truly speak your mind on the council. And so we have got to change that.
Yeah. And you also have to come in with an open mind.
Okay.
And you also just not have that tunnel vision. Just be open and understand that people's perspectives are different.
Okay.
Maybe listen more. You can learn so much more by just listening. And, one of my old college professors told me, one way to break the ice is to go to somebody that looks completely different than you, and just sit down and have a conversation and get to know each other. You can find out so much.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is so true.
I'm studying communications now, and that's something that we focus on in some of our classes, how to listen versus just talking at each other. I think if we listen more versus listening to respond, again, we can gain more ground with each other.
Absolutely.
So that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely. And do you have Michael Parker as one of your?
I'm going to a different
okay.
online classes.
Well, I wanted to kind of give a shout out to him because
Okay.
he's in the communications department at A-State, and he is also the debate coach. And he did a reading that I still have got to go clip from the live video and put out on Facebook and everywhere. That was outstanding, and he spoke to this issue of renaming something small and then not honoring it in the way that it deserves, and the reflection that has on the people in the community is so poor that we don't want. Jonesboro, Arkansas does not want to be that place where we give something small and then we don't truly honor it by making it an integral part of who we are as a community.
Okay.
So.
Right, we have some more feedback. Let's see. And Dr. Sharice Jones-Branch said no, she doesn't have. Mrs. Emma Agnew says leadership determines if people feel safe coming to the table. And then Mrs. Shanquetta says I agree, Miss Lisa. We need true representation, even if that means going against the grain.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it seems like y'all need to have a lot of conversation. Y'all, I'll just be in the room taking notes. There is more conversation that needs to be had.
Absolutely.
And that goes beyond just the naming of the street. It's about the city and the community as a whole. What do we want our community to look like for present and future generations?
Absolutely.
Anyway, not get too deep.
And it's exciting. It's exciting when you think about it.
Some people may want to come to the table, but they may be a little scared to voice their opinions. They may have all these different emotions. I know something that I would like to see that I think that will be beneficial in the community is support groups for things like this, because it can be emotionally draining, and make you feel some type of way. And I just feel like there should be an outlet for us, a safe space, for us to
address those emotions.
Exactly.
Because these are emotionally charged
it really
issues.
Is. These are things that I've never experienced in my life, and I'm experiencing for the first time.
Right.
And I need an outlet.
Right. And whether you're holding those emotions in or you're putting them out there, either way, you're dealing with it in a way that really would be better.
Yes.
Let's start that.
Yes.
I'm
serious.
Hey, I'm serious. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I need it.
I need one. I need one.
All right. So anyone else want to join a support group and reach out to Ms. Lisa Lachey? And,
Absolutely.
Let's get this started. Let's start being the change we want to see instead of just talking about
Amen.
it.
Yeah. Amen.
So that's one way we're going to get things done. So we're coming up on our first break. So we're going to take a break, and we're definitely going to switch the conversation. But before we go, Dr. Sharice Jones-Branch said it's called racial battle fatigue.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, so when we come back from our break, we're going to jump into the Freedom Fund Gala, or Gala. I'm going to look that word up.
I say gala. I don't know.
And so we hope everyone's making plans to attend, but we'll make sure to give you all the juicy details when we come back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Dads, do you have what it takes to be your daughter's hero? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. When my daughters were young, it was easy to be their hero. All I had to do was carry them around the house on my shoulders or read them their favorite story. As my daughters have grown, so has my relationship with them, and I found more ways to be their hero. Here are a couple things I do, and you can too. First, tell her she's beautiful through your words and your actions. Second, take an interest in her life to show that she matters to you. Check out the rest of the ways to be your daughter's hero by listening to the full podcast on my blog at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Want to connect with Mark on Facebook? You can at facebook.com/Mark Merrill. Family tips, great resources, and a sneak peek into his life as a husband, father, and leader.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
The Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was established on June 28, 1997 by 13 dynamic women who accepted the challenge of chartering the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter. Today, the chapter continues to impact the Jonesboro community by sponsoring programs such as the Sonia D. Williams Scholarship Breakfast, Community Back to School Bash, Delta Academy, Voter Registration Drive, and Autism Awareness. Our focus correlates with the national theme, Joy in Our Sisterhood, Power in Our Voice, and Service in Our Hearts. Our chapter supports Delta's 5-point programmatic thrust: economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness and involvement. More information about the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is available at www.jonesboroalumnidst.org or via email jonesboroalumni@live.com.
Hello, I'm Officer Victoria Evans. I have always had a desire to help others in need and to be an example and role model to young women by encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. My dream was to become a police officer and to serve my community. In 2016, that dream became a reality, and it is the most rewarding experience of my life. Now I want to let you know about the same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing every month for patrol officers. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com or at the Police Department, 1001 South Caraway Road. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information is available at 870-935-5657.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus Shoppers card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. All right, so as promised, we're going to transition this conversation. And if you want to learn more about what the NAACP has going on, you can reach out to them through Facebook or their website. Well, start out with Facebook and send them a message, and then they'll get back with you and give you all the details. Then you can be an insider into what's going on. All right, so please join the Craig County branch of the NAACP for their inaugural Freedom Fund Gala, Friday, September 20th, 2019 at 6 p.m., Centennial Hall, A-State Student Union. The Honorable Ollie Neal Jr. will be the keynote speaker. So let's get right into the fun details of this event and tell us what people can expect, what's on the menu, and what's on the agenda for the night. Anybody?
Do you want to take the lead on this?
Okay, the one thing that I'm so excited about is this spoken word.
Okay.
We're going to have some people come in and perform spoken word from maybe Maya Angelou or Nina Simone. And I actually just got confirmation that Brittany Blake is going to be one of the speakers, so I'm really excited about that. I met her a few years back when I was going to ASU, and I seen her videos online of her spoken word, and they're amazing.
Where does she live? Where's she from?
I don't know where she's from, but she does live here in Jonesboro.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Patricia Stanley.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
She reached out to me a few weeks ago and showed some interest, so we're looking forward to her as well.
All right.
And then Scott McDaniel.
Okay. Maybe. He's a maybe. We keep trying to connect.
He's a spoken word. Yes.
The lawyer, McDaniel.
He's a poet.
Yes.
Oh,
He's a poet.
Goodness. Okay.
So we're waiting back to hear from him, but yes, I'm really excited about the spoken
That'll
word.
be awesome
Who knows,
to see him.
Quavila? Maybe we need to add you. I'm just saying.
We'll pray about that.
Okay, we will.
And while we're talking about the McDaniels, his his uncle and cousin's law firm, McDaniel Law Firm, who I know advertise on this station, they are one of our sponsors. We're thrilled about that. So we appreciate very much the McDaniel Law Firm for being one of our sponsors. And then A-State.
Okay.
A-State is a platinum sponsor.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's wonderful. Yes,
All
it's
right.
wonderful. So we are really hoping that Dr. Danfus will be present at the event.
I'm sure if he can, he will. And
I know he will.
He'll be taking selfies with everybody.
I know it. He will be. Everybody will have a selfie with Dr. Danfus.
I'm like, bring Maple Leaf.
Yes.
Also, this is our very, very first Freedom Fund Gala, which is our most important fundraising event for the year. And what we plan on doing with the money that's raised is to put that into scholarships and give these scholarships out to local students here in Jonesboro. So I'm
That's
excited.
amazing. That's why I was just reading on the bottom. It says, yes, fund a high school senior, 4 high school seniors in Craig County. They cannot use enough scholarship money. School is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Books alone, can run you $500+. So any little bit helps. Room and board. Anyway,
absolutely.
So,
and we probably won't be able to do it the first year, but we're
Okay.
going to build the fund. This is our first attempt at building the fund for that. So,
all right. So again, you purchase a ticket, table, whatever, advertising. So let's get into those prices and let people know what's available so that they can help support.
And to make it easy for them, they can pick up tickets here, right? Y'all have plenty of tickets. Can they buy tickets here? I can leave you some more if you
I
don't.
think Leganzi has some.
Okay.
So he's a member of NAACP, so he may have some.
Okay, great. And if I need to leave you some more, I have some. I think I have some in my purse. But yeah, tickets are $35. A table of 8 is $280. If you're going to spend money on a table of 8, you may want to consider even being a sponsor at some level, because you get so much more than just the table. You get mentioned on the radio every time we get an opportunity to speak. You get the advertising that we're going to do about it on Facebook and on, throughout social media. I'm hoping that Miss Emma is going to be on Diana Davis, or somebody's going to be on the scene midday tomorrow. So with Miss Diana Davis, and so when that happens, then we'll be mentioning, the names of all the people who are supporting us. So we really, really need and want your sponsorship package. Sponsorship packages start at $250 and go to $1,200. And then you can also buy ads, half page, full page, and I think we have even smaller ads, like business card size ads. But half page ad is $75 and a full page ad is $125.
And this is, are you creating like a souvenir?
Yes,
booklet?
there'll be a souvenir program.
And why would you not want to collect one of those?
Exactly.
And everyone that has their hands on it, get your ad in so they can see your ad.
Exactly. See that you support the work that's going to be happening throughout this area with scholarships, and support the NAACP. And then Lachey's done a great job. She and Rebecca Evans and Miss Em and I a little bit this weekend, or this past Friday, have been collecting silent auction items. So we'd love to give a shout out to those.
All right. First of all, we want to thank Amanda Arnott for her $60 massage gift certificate, $25 Kinder Music gift certificate, a $45 Crate Escape gift certificate. We also have 2 show tickets from the Foundation of the Arts. Full Sun will be donating an item, and Dana Stokes of Curvy Creations will be donating art. And of course, the famous Samuel Elliott Harris, he will be donating artwork, and it's going to be specifically for this theme. So I'm really excited about it. I love his artwork, which is on display at the Foundation of Arts. Allie J has committed to a painting and a candle jewelry set.
Okay.
Parsonage 322 will be giving a gift card. Yazana Hernandez, shout out to Mom Demand Action. She's donating a gift card for an hour for a massage. Yeah. Posey Peddler is going to donate Arkansas wall art, a basket of bath products, and we still have some more to come follow up on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, look. These are some great
And I'm even thinking about donating some of my art. I'm far from an artist, but it's just a hobby of mine. So I'm pleased with some of my pieces. So
look,
I was thinking about it.
You have to.
Put it in the collection. You never know whose interest it may pique. And all of this is for a great cause.
Right.
And so I hope everyone comes out and support. Get your tickets early. Now, would you be taking payments at the door or tickets early purchase tickets only?
We have to have early purchase tickets because we can build in a few extras, but we don't want to pay for a bunch of meals that aren't sold. So we really need people to buy their tickets by about the 10th of September at the latest. And that's assuming we have some left, because we're all working really hard to make sure we don't have any tickets left.
All right.
I have 10 tickets on me now.
All right.
My goal is to have those 10 tickets sold by the end of the week. So I'm going to be hounding you people.
That's right. That's right. And just because we haven't mentioned your business yet doesn't mean we're not coming to see you for more silent auction items.
All right.
And we need some banks. We really need some banks as sponsors. So I have a feeling Miss Emma and myself and others on the committee will be contacting banks.
Just go hit up.
Yeah, we need some sponsors that have all our money.
All right. Miss Emma says we do have tickets here at KLEK. And she says jury from Jagged Edge.
Okay.
Oh, yay! Yeah, she went back. She circled back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So some wonderful auction items. So please come out, try to win these different items and support a great cause. The NAACP has really been working hard since you all have been back up and running in Craighead County. The members are amazing. I have been enjoying it. Please forgive me, but I am looking into it. It's got a few things on my plate right now. But,
yeah, I understand.
But tell us about joining the NAACP and then, the process and the steps to take.
Okay, well, yearly memberships are $30. And of course, that covers you for an entire year. We have our meetings the third Monday of every month at the Earl Bell Community Center. Not Earl Bell, excuse me, E. Boone Watson Center at 6 o'clock. And again, it's open to the public. We understand that some people have financial hardships. I know that there are some churches and some people from churches and deacons and pastors that are paying for scholarships as well. So, and also we will be having a chapter out from ASU.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so I believe they'll be here next month to talk a little bit about that. And their fees will be $10 a month because we understand, the struggles of a college student. But again, the membership is $30 per year.
And that's wonderful that you all are now able to get younger people on board. In some previous classes, I've learned that there were a lot of youth involved in a lot of the social movements that didn't always get the recognition, but they worked tirelessly behind the scenes, often overlooked but still appreciated at the same time. And so let's definitely support our young people. And I say young people because I'm over a certain age, so they're young people to me. Let's support them in their efforts to help boost up and be active in the NAACP.
It's definitely needed.
They're our future.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have to rely on them.
And we want to retain as many as possible here in Jonesboro.
Absolutely.
So if they do the work here and try to help build up the community here, I hopefully don't see them leaving the community they help.
If they feel they can fully participate in this community in every way, then they will stay.
Yes, ma'am. All right, and so then there are also different committees that you can join.
Oh, yeah.
Once you become a member of NAACP. So tell us some of the different committees that you all have available here.
Committees?
Yeah.
We have membership. So we're always trying to get more members because that really helps us with our national kind of relationships and makes us and I am constantly and I think Lachey is doing this too, or I've recently, since I've been able to join the Facebook pages as kind of an administrator, I am really pushing to get more likes on our Facebook page and more likes of our events, just because you think that's a small thing and you think, oh, I don't want to see all their posts. Ignore our post if you don't want to see that post, but it helps us. It helps. Apparently the algorithms, and Renee Williams tries to explain all this to me, but apparently the algorithms that are associated with being liked on Facebook and having your events liked and people saying they're interested or they're going, even if you're not going or you don't know if you're going, even if you're pretty sure you're not going to go, still say it's interesting because that helps us get more people, more traffic to our Facebook page, and that helps us get the message out in a broader way. So
increased engagement.
Exactly, increased engagement.
And that's one thing we know. Well, I've learned a little bit more thanks to Luganzi of how all that social engagement works with the KLEK page. So it does help to, the more people like and share, the more people from anywhere will see it across some country that you never knew people were watching. So you never know who was friends with who. It's kind of like that 6 degrees of separation thing.
Absolutely. I also want to say that we are looking at the possibility, I've got to follow up, but I've had some help at A-State. We're looking at the possibility of a jazz trio during the gala who will kind of be playing while we're kind of gathering and all of that from A-State. And then Hope Against Hope, the Stax Academy students from Memphis, we hope will have some role in the event. I'm almost afraid to say it out loud because I've kind of kept it just in this little planning group because we don't know for sure that it's going to happen, but so if you're a praying person, pray for that out there and speak it into existence. We want the Stax Academy. We want the Stax Academy known about in Jonesboro. We want A-State to know about the students that come out of the Stax Academy. We want some of those students in our music department at A-State. They're phenomenal. Anyway, we're holding a good thought, and we may know something in the next day or two.
Yes. All right. I want to say good morning to Miss Audrey Lee Sanders. Thank you for joining us this morning. So again, this is the NAACP inaugural. What's that word up? Freedom Fun Gala. Freedom Fun Gala, Friday, September 20th, 2019 at 6 p.m. Centennial Hall and on the campus of A-State in the Student Union. So get your tickets, get your ladies, get your sparkly dresses or whatever you want to put on. Men, get your tuxedos and your bow ties, whatever, come on out. Dress up and have fun with some more grown-up.
And it's for a good cause. And I'm so happy that Allie J and Brandon Tabor of KLEK has committed to be our MCs for the event. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Those two together are hilarious.
It's going to be fun.
Hope you're ready to laugh.
You have to come.
And I want to say to the legal profession, one of our wonderful judges, one of the most wonderful judges in Arkansas, Judge Ollie Neal. I mean, he is so impressive, and he has been a civil rights activist. He served on the Court of Appeals, Arkansas Court of Appeals. There's a really fun, if you search his name, you'll find a really fun NPR StoryCorps about him, about his experience as kind of a marginalized and potentially troubled young man who was saved by the love of a teacher. And it's a sweet, sweet story. And he is just such a well-respected, I heard him speak years ago at the Arkansas Bar Association meeting, such a well-respected jurist in this state. So I really want to see the legal profession turn out for Judge Neal.
All right, so you heard it here. We put the call out. Come out and support.
Absolutely.
This event.
Get those tickets. Law firms. We want to see names on the tables named after law firms.
All right, that's awesome. That means you're going to have to go knock on the door and pound.
That's right.
All right.
Well, we got McDaniel Law Firm. Thank you, McDaniel. Thank you, Brett.
All right. So, any more information that you all can share about what's happening at the gala? Any speeches? I know that there are some awards that are going to be given
Image
out.
Awards. Yes, we definitely need to talk about the Image Awards because we haven't gotten any nominations in yet.
All right,
we got to get you people to get in and get your information in there.
Okay, so tell us the categories.
Okay.
Do we have it on there? Oh, we may have.
Is it on the Facebook page?
Talking about them.
Okay.
On the email us.
Yeah. What you will do is you will go to NAACP CFFG 2019 at gmail.com.
Okay.
Actually, it's two C's.
Okay. NAA.
Well, on the
CP CCF FG 2019 at gmail.com. What it is NAACP Freedom Fun Gala.
Okay.
NAACP Craighead County Freedom Fun Gala 2019. So there is a CC in there in the middle, which probably I should have left out. But
okay.
And what you will do is you will go to that page and submit who you think makes a difference in these communities. I believe they have one for. They're giving one out for dance, I believe, like
choir.
Yeah, there's one for the choir. There's I believe a nonprofit
A community activist.
Community activist.
Okay, here they are.
Okay.
Here they are. And before she reads those, I want to say, speaking of churches, we need churches as sponsors. We need tables filled with churches. And there are a few churches in town that I want to speak to directly. First Presbyterian Church, St. Mark's Episcopal Church, First United Methodist Church. There are some churches that we really would love to have there. I mean, we'd love to have all churches, but those are just a few that I've been involved with and that come to my mind.
Okay.
The Craighead County NAACP will be recognizing individuals within Craighead County for their outstanding commitment to making Jonesboro a better place to live for all citizens. You may apply or you may nominate someone and/or organization for this award. The top 3 nominations will be recognized and an award will be presented to the winner. A committee will select the winner in each category based on the information shared. The categories are praise and worship team, musician, and this can be spiritual or secular, nonprofit organization, choir or group, community advocate, outstanding community involvement by a church, Justice Fighter Award, and community service.
Wow. Okay.
Again, if you will go to craignaacp@gmail.com and please submit this so we can have these awards given out at the Freedom Fund Gala.
Even the deadline's at June 28th. Go ahead and get those submissions in now.
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, Miss Em and I had a conversation late last week that if we don't get them, y'all are going to leave us to our own devices. And we're going to have to form a committee of the NAACP just to pick some people. So you don't want to do that. It would be much better if we had nominations from the community. But yeah, we're going to have them regardless. But we really want to hear from you.
It shouldn't take maybe 5 minutes to submit, and there's some amazing people doing some amazing things in this community that need to be recognized for.
That's right, and make sure to include that in your statement.
Why
give enough information of why you're nominating that person and why they deserve that award. Again, like you said, there are amazing people around here that deserve recognition, and it may be people who don't realize the people are watching them and really appreciate what they give to the community. So
absolutely
help them know that they are appreciated.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get ready for another quick break. When we come back, we'll just wrap up our discussion and give you the date, time, location again, and then any final thoughts from the members of NAACP. And if you have any questions or comments, again, leave them in our Facebook Live feed, or you can call the station 870-277-1080. And we'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Your top wealth building priority is the one most of us put off or never focus on at all: retirement. Owning a home, starting a business, or helping your kids through college are all important financial goals. But if you don't save for retirement now, you won't be able to afford to keep that home you bought, and you'll likely lose your business. And paying for your kids' educations does not mean they will be able to support you in retirement. So stop the lame excuses for not saving for retirement. Don't put it off, start right now. If your employer offers a 401k plan, contribute as much as you can. Social Security will not be enough for you to live on. The longer you wait to save for retirement, the more money you'll need to save, and the less time you'll have to save it, and the less interest you'll earn on those savings. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
Starks Auto Plaza at 2829 Red Wolf Boulevard is a proud KLEK supporter, offering luxury pre-owned vehicles sold wholesale to the public. At Starks, we never say no. 870-203-9980. Details at starksautoplaza.com.
The summer months are the most dangerous time for youth. More are experimenting with alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs during this time, and there is an increased occurrence of accidents and deaths as a result. Be aware and be safe. This message is brought to you by Crowley's Ridge Development Council.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
Do you like the music you hear on KLEK 102.5 FM? Do you like the educational programming that we provide? Do you like the service we provide to the community? Do you like having a station to finally call your own that represents you? If so, please stop by or call any of our underwriters or sponsors that you hear on KLEK and tell them thank you for their support. The support of our underwriters and sponsors is vital for us to stay on the air, so be sure to let them know that you thank them for their support. KLEK 102.5 FM salutes small businesses. Small businesses promote local character and success, keeping money in the local economy, local jobs, entrepreneurship, community well-being, and so much more. Contact us today to learn more on how your small business could be featured on KLEK for as little as $25 per month.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Miss Lisa and Miss Lachey. We're discussing all things NAACP. We started out the conversation talking about the Unity Coalition, and we wrapped up a little bit talking about the Freedom Fund Gala. I keep saying Gala.
Yeah.
It's Gala.
Gala. You say gala, I say gala.
And so, Miss Emma left a comment. She says they don't have to nominate in every category. So if you would like to, we were talking about the nominations for the Image Awards. You can just nominate one person for one category. You don't have to nominate somebody for every single category, but they would love to have nominations in every category from the community as a whole, just so that they can, look through and see who would be a good fit for that award. So without them having just to pick someone, nominate somebody, please. All right.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to continue on. Are there final notes that you all would like to share?
Yes, the venue.
Okay.
We're going to have a decor, certain little theme going on. Those colors will be navy and gold. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to go out and buy navy and gold dresses.
Okay.
But you know that's the color. And also, we want to shout out to Edgy Studios, Andrew Daly.
Right.
He will be our photographer for events. So if anybody knows Edgy, make sure you get nice. And he's great with his photography. I'm really excited that he'll be covering the event.
Ladies, get your hair and makeup on point because he can only do so much with the camera.
Yes.
All right.
There was something else we said we had to remember. What was it?
Democratic Party.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
The Democratic Party's purchased a table. Republican Party, we'd love to have you purchase a table as well.
Okay. So, look, this is a nonpartisan event.
Exactly.
So
That's right.
Want
Absolutely.
everyone to come out, leave politics at the door.
Right.
And come on in and enjoy the community and enjoy this event. Make some bids on some silent auction items.
Let's get to know each other.
Thank you.
Let's socialize and get to know each other.
We always have this conversation with Chief about how to help make this community better. It's like we can talk to each other, not at each other. We should fellowship and just become neighbors more. Like, learn how to become neighbors again, I guess.
I think that's right.
Get to know each other and get to know about each other so that we can start looking out for one another. That's how you make a better community.
Yes.
So, again, not going to go into that too deep again, but we need to start having different conversations as well. More conversations.
Absolutely. Again, I've got some ideas.
So again, want to just recap also, the Unity Coalition meeting is this Wednesday.
This Wednesday at 5:30.
5:30.
The first floor conference room of City Hall.
All right, so again, it's a public meeting and you are welcome. If you would like to speak, prepare something in advance so that you can use the time wisely. And this is your opportunity to say what you have to say, whether you're for or against the renaming of Johnson or some other street after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I do want to ask this right quick. Is there another street on the table?
There has been discussion of a portion of Commerce Street, which you see the exit off the bypass as you come in from the Truman area, and it is apparently being extended up to into the county, which would actually be outside of the city limits. It would reach into Craighead, what is more just the county, but up north. That one has been discussed because in some ways it seems to suggest there would be a rename or a new naming because a new portion of it is being built. Apparently it's been funded. I don't know that any ground has been broken. Then I am quite possibly putting forward, and I would love to hear from any business owners on Southwest Drive. I am probably going to put that one forward on Tuesday. Miss Emma, I don't want to speak for her, and so is she saying whether I can speak for her on that? Anyway, she's got a she has a very compelling idea about a street that's in the city. So yeah, I think there are going to be some alternatives offered. I'm not entirely persuaded that Johnson is not still a very viable option based on what I've read since Stadium Boulevard was changed to Red Wolf Boulevard. I don't see any distinction really. I mean, there's always going to be opposition. We know that. Just because it's hard to change. It's hard to change. I'm not saying that any of it is based in anything other than that. It's hard to change. But I actually spoke to a few people on Southwest Drive this past Friday, and they were pretty clear that it's not that big a deal to, you use your business cards, you use them up. And it's not so difficult to change that and get them reprinted once they're used up. And you have 2 years to use them. And so there's all kinds of reasons that are given that, in my opinion, are not compelling for the overall decision, the magnitude of the decision.
All right, so if you want to be a part of the discussion, go out to the meeting this Wednesday, 5:30, first floor. City Hall, and continue on the conversation with others once the meeting is over. So you never know what can happen. So, all right, we thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, and so we'll see what happens come September.
Thanks so much.
All right, everyone, have a great and blessed day, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views